Okay, let's continue this discussion of breath control and this idea of pillar number one being a focal point of just getting that breath control in line for 2022. Feeling like you've got your diaphragm and your lungs working together, not against each other. Most of the time, I'm relating to my airflow from my diaphragm, which means I'm practicing this art of slow inhalation. I want to take a minute today and just talk about ideas that can help you work on breath control, but at the same time, maybe learn a few new ideas in the world of second position or cross harp. So I'll just play some ideas today that are all draw notes. This is something I've talked a little bit about before, and this kind of focal point of not using any blow notes also helping you get out of the rut and find new ideas at the same time. But the main goal and the main idea here is to just allow you to work on that long inhale breath, which is imperative to second position. So I'm just going to make these up on the spot and share a couple ideas with you. If you love learning by ear and want to acquire more blues riffs, I've got a whole package filled with 11 full-length lessons on learning blues riffs by ear, but they also come with either audio tabs where I call out the notes I'm playing or actual written tablature. So you can decode them throughout those lessons, even if you can't find them by ear. Go through the notes and figure out what it was I was actually doing. But again, in the lessons, I call them out. I call out the notes after you've had a chance to work them by ear. So here's one to work by ear. You got an A harp in your hand. If you are not bending, try to find the notes you can. Like those notes. But I'm putting in. So I'm starting on 4 bend to 4 draw. This is all one breath to 5 draw. Back to 4 bend. The first lift is fast. And now we're going to relax that bend and slide to 2 draw. So you're going to hear me cross over 3 draw and 2 draw. What's that last 2 notes there? It's 2 full step bends. So maybe if you were playing 2 blow, you're not familiar with that note yet. So what I would recommend doing is taking a piece of paper out for the sake of coming up with new ideas. And you might as well kill two birds with one stone in this exercise. Write down the idea. It starts on a 4 bend. You could get really deep and just say, how many ideas can I come up with starting on 4 bend that are totally different? And that would be an entirely, unique exercise. But you could just start basic by saying, I've started on 4 bend. The next idea I want to work on will not begin on 4 bend. Any other draw note you want, but not 4 bend. So it could be 4 draw. Could be your second idea. And be methodical in the process and write it down next time. 5 draw, 6 draw, 3 half step, 3 full step, and start a line down with all those notes and then work on ideas building off of each one of those draw notes. It will help you tremendously for getting out of a rut and finding new ideas. I'm not saying that everything I'm playing in real, actual playtime is there are no blow notes, but this is an exercise of breath control. So we're intentionally working on these draw notes. That was the second idea. 4 draw, 3 half step bend, 2 draw. What's the last 3 notes? You should be familiar with that from the last riff. 2 full step bend, 2 draw, and 3 draw half step. From this point, I'm just going to play some ideas and not decode them and let you just have a chance to work on them. I know everyone's like, the tablature, where is it? I want the tablature. Well, I'll put the first 2 in the put these first two in the video description, but you don't need it. Just use this as let this serve as a challenge to you if you're not able to find it today. So each time I'm going to start on a different note choice. No blow notes, so if you're blowing at all, have a moment and stop and remind yourself all these are draws. I think that's what I played. That's a little strange. Let me see if I can find just a tighter version of that. Let's see. It makes it a little easier knowing, I think, that there are no blow notes, because then you can just go exploring by ear all of the draw note options that I'm playing, until you find what it is that I'm actually doing. But the key thing is to change that starting note, because when you change the first note, you'll often end up in a different spot. And if you find yourself starting on a note and always ending in the same spot, you're probably playing the same idea each time. Like, often 4 will lead you to 2 draw. So your goal might be the next time to start on 4 and not end on the same spot, which will inevitably change the notes in the middle too. Like, that's all on holes 4 and 5. Or just try to be creative and move around. So that's my suggestion for today. It's a short video, but thought I'd come on and give you one more tip on working on breath control. Last idea I have for you is make these riffs. When you get to the final note in the idea that you're learning, extend it. Just hold the note. Then start again. Each time, seeing if you can hold a little longer. You might find that you'll start to settle. To get the longer notes, you'll have to get a little quieter. Your breath will relax a little. Hope this is helpful for you. Thanks to everyone who came out to the Gary Primich class on Saturday. It was a blast. That was kind of a warm-up to the class coming, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. I'll get the date for you. And that class will be more advanced. I'll focus on some Gary Primich tunes that on the 29th, January 29th, that are definitely more intermediate to, I'd say intermediate advanced, intermediate zone, and help you decode some killer Gary Primich riffs that I'm going to select from a few different songs. So instead of working on an entire song, we'll grab a few ideas from this one, a few ideas from another, and see where it goes. Soon I'll be announcing the details of that class, so be on the lookout for it. Make it a great day. Thanks.